That's what event
right from the planning stage.
From the planning stage
to say event nankasa bebaso.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So that's what we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now event factory more infan.
CCI or not Kaneshi. Around St. Teresa's area. First, now was Salam Down. Or Horn and Kofo be nim say na but if we are Salam Down, CCI or not Kaneshi. Yeah.
Now event industry no. Obetimi aka say as part of the creative industry no. Obetimi aka say event management industry no industry be a viable. Ever since I started.
Yes, it's very, very viable. But omo they are a womb because you know events are broad eso and any papa kuna events there are different arms to the event inti uwo obia oba sound no obia oba sound or nipa be say 8 9 edinichi obia oye light nso nipa 4 5 edinichi. If there is money coming in, it's going towards different branches of the event elements.
Okay.
So I say, viability very viable. You are very dedicated and diligent in the things that you do. So I would say it's a viable, if anything, department to the money into because there is nothing in Ghana that doesn't need an event planning. I was telling one of my boys the last time that if we event people or the creative arts decide to go on let's say a strike, government cannot function. Nobody can function.
Why do you say so?
I say so because imagine government want to do an event.
Yeah.
Or sound say yenye, light say yenye, stage 4 say yenye, creative arts musicians say membo minimum, ultimate mbo advert for TV so ultimate yes. Imagine what would have happened. Would they stand there? Let's say Omuye or Kempinski. They just stand at the hall
and be screaming.
And be screaming. It can't work. But you see, this is the sector that is not really paid attention to, and anyway, they don't really think that it is important. But if we decide that, listen, we are not partaking in anything in the country, imagine what will happen. It will be chaotic. But only one cocker. So for us, I think the attention should be placed more on our sector because your friend say ahuma edi echire no ewa so what I say
okay
ahuma na edi echire no wa oye adwuma you have a lot of indirect employment that comes
okay my young brother
to you
me person me ba ho no because do na ka say aban to me the ska share creative industry ni ma one of the biggest areas are obitimi this kasha ebenya rippling effect on the economy. I be creating more jobs for the youth. Events side honomono. Picture train. For instance, event a course so kumasa. Me person saying yibium. Rapaholic no.
Yeah.
What goes into organizing such an event? Enipa bang ena unhia omo. Say obemo omo direct employment. Etu omo ka. No mo to me this the course so kumase no aba na Ghana finti ase say we enekom enti se ka se ehia sika say a particular event say you deserve say be bisa say if we say nipa makum say ni tu omoka enema makum say ni ekoto ehia e de say twa homfo ni kire
okay
what goes into it like Rapaholic Baba Yara Sports Stadium
mame summarizing from the planning stages.
Okay.
Therefore, say your planning at the end of that, and I say, okay, see, your planning we into your kokomasi.
Okay.
Now, I need the following people for my event to be what I want it to be. So, me here venue.
Venue,
no, yeah, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. venue you know ya aban dia nti me tua aban sika for baby a me kwako use no nti already no I am giving some amount of money to government. Two, nkofo a ombeboa me eji like edi jumedie na me person me no directly. That is sound, lights, screens, stage, security, everything technical about the event. Now, guess what? Sound, light, stage, nkofo ya ma employer omo say omo beye mejuma mame no. They need transportation to the place.
Okay.
So now they engage transport
companies.
So transport people carry their things from Accra to Kumasi. Now, when they get to Kumasi, they have to sleep. So they indirectly have to go and sleep at a hotel. So they employ the hotel services.
What started your plan in Epeno? One fat technical pay.
There be.
What for transport abem?
Yes.
Because transport for non any cargo. Ebe swap machines no. If you Accra, ako Kumasi. The same event.
Yes, the same event.
Omo Kumasi so a ochra.
Somoda. Yes.
Into omo be here hotel.
Correct. Omo hotel no so a.
Yeah.
Ombe didi.
Into omo here
restaurant.
Wow.
And a restaurant and also it's a form of employment. They are getting people to cook and say Lemfan say in there the whole day say 100 no more ya sisia no mbeko 500 because the number of people are about edoso. Now more hotel no more so moving from the hotel to the venue they have to engage local transportation.
Into hɔ now ride hail there's any bem Uber, Yango, boat, taxi.
Ubia and I say van and so on.
Wow.
And the number of days I be do hono. You are still spending on hotel, you are still spending on food, and you are spending on the to and fro to the place. So your car will go to the filling station and fuel up. So what I say. So and Ube Ramat bimu. Bakoto chewing gum and now bakoto Pepsodent and now bakoto brush and now bakoto So the rippling effect in terms of goes into an event going outside Accra, it's a lot. Now, where sound from Kwana many will
describe it no sound for the pay
light for my
value chain no.
Yes.
Okay.
Light for Sobeba, screens for Sobeba, scaffolding for Sobeba. So in a nutshell, like over 100 people alone on your project.
Wow.
Eba. Now, after that, technical, now we come to vendors.
Not to say, Oma Obomudi, Omina Utu Omoka direct.
Yes, direct.
Cash, yes. Direct. Okay.
After the Ubeba vendors.
Vendors in the for.
Yes, a ton for. Almo per se, Omobe ton idea wo. Maybe I almost they are going to engage say okay me person maybe ton maybe jollof nti ono so kotoniama obe no aduane oba obeton ama nkofo a ahwefo a omoba so imagine that you have about 30,000 people now so over beton jollof ebesa nsuo besa nkofo betietie mu omuhia nsuo omuhia Coca-Cola omuhia this omuhia that into the rippling effect na eba no enya asem ketwa then again enye yen technical phone kwa na ye kokomase se ye kohwade or na ye koyade ebi musu free Accra musu obehwade for free Accra a omoba
venue
ho komase omoba ombegina olinda do ombeto nsuo ombeto bare achi chofi den
ebi di banku ni fufuo nyina
correct ansana omabedu Kumasi ombedu Kumasi nso a omso ombeda hotel ebi mo befa flight into the flight companies are also making money from there so when you look at the economic benefit of such an event
one event
going into Kumasi, hotels were booked. You couldn't even get a flight to Kumasi. the services of transportation were busy. The whole of Kumasi was like vibrant in terms of an event. And let me not even use Rapaholic. Let's use the Utumfo Eyena Omoye.
The Queen Mother.
That's also an event.
Yeah.
Look at the number of politicians that were in Kumasi. Actors, businessmen, and all these people. Shesika ebeba Kumasi that particular week, because the funeral was spread throughout the week.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and there are different people who comes to the funeral at what time.
Yeah.
And this be huge event.
Booming economy at the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't think say event here, stage lights, na artist abijina. No. So you see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Inti say omweni emba creative art ne ejuma ayeye na. It's very sad because yemfa say even Kumasi ya ye technical ne nyama nyina ewie afide hia tailor a oba be pam into my de be boss scaffolding no ho nyina
aya mo chichichi ho no.
Correct. Ye ejuma e fa tailor ho ben
there be
now ye hia obi oye decor e wo say odi okoton toma no ebe chichire e wo nyama no ho se de be a wo hu sa nyama ne wo hia electrician oba be power I'll be making sure say
carpenter
oba be bought because Kumasi say there was a place ana to Krobi wo honum ye hia carpenter no oba be a silly honti ye be call timber market akotondua ye be to nails ye be to carpet, you know. So it does it's our sector and it can say directly and indirectly we involve everybody, because what we involve doctors, because at a show like this you need a paramedic, you need an ambulance, you need nurses, you need all these people at the space, you need fire service with the attendants to come and control, you need police, you need security men, you need food vendors, you need water people, you need carpenters, you need fashion designers.
Video
now,
cameras.
Guess what?
Yeah.
In Kofua or more back Rapaholic and I say Nana Hime ye ni sani maniamano. Ombe pamatade. Why na pamatade na mom?
Tailor 4.
Tailor no so obeko krom, obako to ntoma, obako yesi, obako just say obi wo ha obe design ni amana amao. A year omuye graphic designer and a bit designing nana hima
the picture
no ni bibia
no so a creative artist ye pe almost almost day in 7 begu in 10 times on internet and
so yes bloggers just picture say nana hima a year we na say creative art ni event people say you're available. Guess what will happen? So now you see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
We are very, very, very important in this space. So they shouldn't take us for granted. We are so important in the space. So what I say?
Yeah.
Inti, more feel say concert na it takes a lot to think about creativity and the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
Because you can go to an event and ubi beti makacho say event near boring. Koye bi na yenhwe.
Okay. To see what you are infoni how important it is and the value chain mu create a dozen.
Yeah.
Inti udi scanning shema ebia udi be say 200,000 bi shema sa 200,000 no ya chichemu ama Matthias ye se na we si chichemu no obia nya ne chefa a free tailor for a carpenter for adeton for restaurant hotel transport flight wine obia nya ne chefa o sa particular one single event
yes.
create a lot of employment e dey ama sa That's when you know, still, you say you don't contribute enough to, you know, the GDP of this country. Maybe sir, you know, you say mokra tax kramuntia. You know, and then maybe say, "Sano na moya ebema ebetumi aboano na yetumi amejamo mo proper outputs." Oh, near to me, they are about systems more. I feel I've been to me in time, mama, because for over the years, you know, a distribution of income about your sector, kuma, me, my age, so I know what I'm talking about. It's the least that comes to us. And then I walk in and also.
You see, we are the biggest contributors in this GDP economy. It's just that they are not seeing it directly like you're saying. We are the biggest. I can tell you for a fact.
You are the biggest contributor of Ghana's GDP.
Yes, I'm telling you.
The creative sector.
Yes.
I didn't know what can I say.
Yeah. So, what America da?
Yeah.
Didn't know what America.
Sure.
Correct. It's because of the things that you've seen about America. America, ye movies, and omotimi share and say those times you share Chuck Norris, war film, what America wanted to tell you, they say. We are the biggest superpower in terms of military, artillery, and manpower and all those. That's what they are trying to tell you.
Yeah.
What are they using? They are using the creative arts, the actors, the cameramen, the this, the that. They are trying to push a certain narrative into your head. So when you see America, you know, say, hey, America, they will be anti-minimum, right? Come to Nigeria. Nigeria used to be tagged with a certain brand. Now, with their movies, which is Nollywood, and now with Afrobeat and their musicians and all that, now that tag we don't even remember anymore. When you talk about Nigeria, you talk about Davido, you talk about Wizkid, you talk about Genevieve Nnaji, you talk about all these actors and actresses. That is the power of creative arts.
Yeah.
Now, do you know how many people are going into Nigeria because of a movie they've seen or because of the video, because of this? Because so person call Nigeria. And because your friend Nigeria said they are fraud and I said they are. No, that's not the reason why they are going there. So we saw Ghana in December. They ain't in Oba. It's because of the December, dirty December, or whatever it is. And guess what? When these guys come, are you telling me, say, they are not going to the restaurants, they are not going?
They spend a lot.
They spend a lot. Hotels you won't get hotels, apartments you won't get.
Yeah.
Now tell me, within the December space,
these
people that are coming to Ghana, are they coming for seminars?
No.
Are they coming for church service?
Relaxation, but your money.
Exactly. All the Hollywood actors, Nyama Omo Bagana, no? Why are they coming here? It's because of the creative space. They are not coming here to come and dig borehole and all those things. When they finish, they do other things that parties, 24-hour parties. This person is throwing a party. Some party, no, DJ will hold them, sound will hold, Adriane will hold. Like, what are they telling me? And guess what? Government does event every day. Different departments. Ministry of Health, event, Ochina, Ministry of Information, event in there. Event in there. Do you know how many events are going on in this country?
Just today.
Just today. From Kempinski to Moving Pick to Marriott Hotel to Accra City Hotel to
almost all the
to Grand Arena to Conference Center to National Theatre.
Yeah.
Do you know how many events is going on? Now, take Accra out. Cape Coast. Do you know how many things going on in Cape Coast? Go to Kumasi today. Go into Lancaster. Do you know how many events is going on in Lancaster? Do you know how many football matches are going on? Activity. It's an event. Now you go to Tamale. You go to Takoradi. Put all these events together in a week.
And value them.
And tell me, say, our industry is not contributing anything to the economy or GDP of the country.
Interesting. Okay, December is coming so fast, so close. How prepared are we in putting all these together? Do you think Ghana is prepared for December in Ghana?
We've always been prepared. Yes, we've always been prepared. It's just that we are not deliberate about it. The reason why I make us say, me say me too quiet na me call event or baby for out of the country. Ukwa utime hu say they are deliberate or more per se. Ubia ube ra chronomono from airport and answer from the border. Or any part of the country, or even from the seas, udu out I was saying who say, we and I so Ghana. Me see kutoka. From the time I made through immigration, obe stamp me passport. No, I was saying who say there is something called Dirty December. Me pay free customs and our immigration or whatever it is. Within that space, I was saying who say, I did wear me who inside, and one of me who was saying, so me na ubamu na me call on the street. I was saying who say in a course of a country. Like we should be deliberate about it.
Okay.
Said even the people in the country would gear up towards that celebration now, because we also as citizens have to take advantage of it.
Okay.
Because I mean him say we because I'll be like, what can I do to tap into the activities that will go on in the country?
Right.
Maybe I can decide say, okay, me see me fee na makope me ma me ho atena na me de me ho ama for Airbnb. That's making business.
Nice one. George Quay, image bureau, opinion of that image bureau, no, and so I join Zoom. George, me pacho, so camera on now on mute, and also put your camera so we can have a conversation with you now on the Max Morning Live. Good morning, George Quay.
Yeah, my camera is actually on, but for some strange reason, the IT guy set it up with the logo. I don't know how he did it, but he's not here yet. And so you'd have to pardon me, Kakara. But it's an honor. My main chairman, Nabil.
Welcome. Now, December in GH Hong Kong Kakra. Now, why you be very active in the event organizing space with your company Image Bureau? I'm saying just last week they called so Black Star Square, no, Mr. Now, were you part of the organization of the Shutterfest?
No, I wasn't officially a part. I passed by a few times to offer a little support, but officially I wasn't a part of it. My man congratulated the team from the team from Shatawali's camp for putting up an amazing show. The team from Rhythms Africa for the amazing sound they gave them. And I think they all did very well. Managing a show like that is not easy. Nabil Bekacho, so I think they did great and they deserve all the kudos.
Ebimaka said in the history of the events management in this country, crowd now a big good a crowd no for the Shutterfest, and share them who should be say or particularly such events I also no cre.
Oh, mentioning who be sad. My name say be Nabil will be it. But mem so they no cre I would add my voice and say something who be sad because said I was there at the event. So the Independence Square grounds honor, even the crew, Nombeka Charles said, even to leave where you were stationed to go and urinate and come back, it would take you an hour. And na form. At some point, would my park in a car or somewhere around the conference center. Na Medene call back to his car. This was around 2 a.m. After taking him to his car, I couldn't get back to my backstage position. I couldn't go back.
Oh.
I couldn't. So that everywhere was choked.
Okay,
It was
George,
just blocked.
And
the Dusty Nananka was introduced. Yeah.
Among four voices are a lack of event venues. So nobody feels say loud enough. And do we deserve to even be, championing for that agenda? Say Ghana here, large, huge capacity event venues to accommodate such events, especially marketing December in GH?
That conversation, no, it should be looked at from two perspectives. I mean, how many people do large shows of this nature? Ibibeka said, if the venues are there, the large shows would come. I totally agree. Now, outdoor, I don't think we have a problem. I think National Sports Council, Sports Authority, it was almost start to share the business side of events in managing their venues. Because their Nabil Koye Ukumasa was Sako say Rapoliki Mukoye say, I mean the space that was given to them was very disheartening. It was heartbreaking. In fact, it was even a security threat because what the kind of show, the kind of artists that were on that bill now. The crowd could easily have been like the crowd that we had in Accra. But because of the nature of the stadium and the nature of the setup, it was difficult to properly ascertain it because the crowd too was very, very large. I mean, I should said they had the full stadium, Krampua. It would have filled and still there would have been spillovers. Oh, dear. Internal outdoor venues, me feel say you will be. We just need to find creative ways to be able to use them. Indoor venues, not a problem. No. Is where we are lacking. I think if we have a few bigger ones, more of the grand arenas, about 5,000 plus seating capacity, maybe that would work. But about the outdoor there, I think when you look at all some of our community centers, Center for National Culture venues, Victoria Parks, Independence Squares and stadiums, I think we do have quite enough when it comes to outdoor venues. But the biggest problem, the biggest challenge we have now is indoor. And that is the biggest problem, which means a lot of the shows suffer and push themselves outdoor. If December were a top rainy season to say, maybe August, September, and July, a lot of December events would flop. Internet, yes, I agree. So we do need venues. And once the venues are available, I think the shows would come. Naturally, there will still be a lot more heavier traffic in December than other months because naturally December a party month. Now, so I am sure, say, if the venues are available, we the people in the space will find reason to fill them because so venues are large enough. A bit me a your ticket cost so up down. Say aban so ehwe your side ho emomohwe taxation common and our costs can be lower. We can now host events every other weekend without having to go and look for sponsorship support. Your problem, your challenge sponsorship and taxation because the venues are small what should the cost of every event because the venues are small, what should the cost of every event it becomes a big challenge for us to execute. Because what share the cost per contact now, which means Charlie, I just would you pay 1,000 cedis per ticket, and so which may break even. So 1,000 ticket per cedis per ticket, so we will now buy a budget 21.9% in taxes. GRA Bejako. Ekoye asefem kakrema event planners in the space. If some of these things can be looked at now, I think we may be able to execute better events eventually. Space no and we don't have to look for sponsors because the space not from there. You can accommodate a lot more people and your ticket cost can be down. The space no and it's big enough and the taxes are also looked at now. Then of course everything would work. But if the taxes are not looked at and you still give us large capacity venues, we'll still struggle.
Mr. Maybe Nabil has saying, but me person major side also. How prepared are we as event management industry to receiving guests in December for December in Ghana events? And I think so. Yes, why bano? What do you think? Say, as I say, home. And then as I say, what do we need to know? What do we have to do as patrons? Pay your experience. Now, in fact, challenge Bia Embre or my Ghana. In few minutes.
Let me start from two perspectives. First, the government, to the industry players, and then three, the guests. Government is to provide an enabling environment with good security, good electricity, good water. Imagine a December in GH where electricity is unstable. We are showing in the middle of the show now, power cut off. Then you now have to spend extra money that you don't have to make provision for generators. We still do that anyway. But may I sure say eventually going forward now, so power be extremely stable. Not every event planner can confidently know say sure we are I don't need to rent a generator. And no one big factor buying. Next is security. For Ubi Beba Ubinya good experience, I call Asan Babium no. It means there was good security. But Ubi Beba event Ubi Vioba car need to the side mirror. And now all court no be crossing or coins so it to scans in so a geneb wallet and any be benedict. Those are terrible experiences. And then, of course, educating players like the Uber drivers to know that they are the first point of contact when it comes to the propagation of good tourism potentials. Experience not from Kotoka. Even if government can begin to give us discounts for publicity around the airport area, I hope board them brutal to even get a single billboard. If we can find a way to partner the private practitioners in the space so that you litter the whole place with nice publicity material. Nipa no man who say, oh, we koso ha event factory, we conference center, and now more stadium, and now more you can follow through. What's not a taxi? Maybe a taxi driver no craft flyer, you know the amount, and they tell you about it, how you can get to the venue. When you get to your hotel or front desk, no, maybe a flyers big go. The hotels, we all need to work as one collective because we are in the space. Nipa na so no, you need to do a little research and have some information about the country you are going to, the reason you are coming. Experience no, so also your research. Yeah, it adds to the experience, and then you can take back good reviews.
Say George Quay, CEO of Image Bureau. You better say pay via Zoom. Thank you for joining us on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
much. You again some
Madam
other time. George, ni di nkomo no Zoom. I'm saying someone okay, on so I can the same thing. So before we wrap up, in terms of crowd control, when you say one of your biggest challenge when it comes to crowd control, because if you buy a number can say yetete mo ahoma no bebre mo sound ahoma no na yetete no light ni bi na mba. What do we think we can do to safeguard sa nema way?
A same way, a very critical part of every event.
Okay.
Before, during, and after. Because I would say categorically, say, most of our security spaces or security agencies are not trained for events or crowd control. The reason why I make Kasani say, sometimes security for no obey. And it casts across every security if anything department. Say we rent security in terms of police, private security, before they will come, but omoho kekano enye the same as the day of the event. And the day of the event no yemfa Shatawale dia no enye example. There was a lot of insecurity around the place. With this number of people, what do we need? We need like major security outlook in terms of the way they will deploy the people there. You have people going to the place and you wear your phone or musika and guess what? Event we are na security nejuma esi and sisa until even the technical people leave the space, no. But a typical Ghana, no. You event, no pay security for no swapon. They go and they leave the event organizers to the fate of them, like for themselves to fend for themselves. But that's not how it's supposed to be done. I remember when I went to Liberia to do their bicentennial event. The IGP actually called the deputy IGP to detail policemen to come and sit by us for us to take every single equipment out of the stadium before they left. But yes, but in Ghana, once the event is, the police are gone, the private security are gone, like almost you are left by yourself. So I think the security, I'm saying this for the security people to sit up and know that event, because nkofon na eko but the aka we also because you have properties at the venue.
Yeah. I say
bon ban. Inti say ya base mumbo ye ho ban na ye pon na moja ye ho a.
Ejuma na
ekusi sen.
That's
so there is a lot that our security people need to orient themselves when it comes to events. So it's really, really important.
Thank you very much. Nabil Al-Hassan, CEO for Event Factory. In fact, say obi hwe na or events be wedding parties, be ohiawa Mr. But o number on here.
So say ohia Event Factory, I'll call Instagram and our Facebook.
Yeah.
U type Event Factory Ghana.
Okay.
But say upesa friend so 0244 384298.
0244 38
42 98. Yes.
Event Factory for number. Inti jumedi bia odi bia Ghana ha de omagidi un. Sa akode from the A team. Just say they are the best.
So mo ya outdooring cry a bit.
Outdooring bia. And omo machines no bia. Omo anka so be plan am. Dey then say odo be translate ba ko mpe na be on. O friend for meeting no akofan the flip chart. Or funny in the diary or better or bed draw the be cost nyina or bed draw to table so am na wa sure say anyway when you find a professional no intimate contact them for all your events as well and ope no wa be boayen ama dwumadi na IFFF say intine e bono abaso sa no intime mo hwehwe no e find na bill amount for be edi omo birthday intime me wish you happy birthday busua first person Yolanda I wish